Our calls between accused 1 and Zungu. Yeah, but home. Mara, Mr. Minisi can do, and I'm talking about again. I'm sure I'll go to YouTube. I'm back, I'm back. And I am bringing you the latest updates, reviews, and analysis from the SENZO MEYIWA case. So sit back, relax, grab a drink because you might need it. If you don't have one, it's okay. Get a Bible, child, and let's get into it. This weekend marked 10 years since the incident happened in View at Zandi Khumalo's house where SENZO MEYIWA was shot. It has been a decade, but we've made great progress because we have 5 accused in court currently, and it seems like we are going to get somewhere soon. It was great to see the media covering the SENZO MEYIWA story. We saw documentaries about the SENZO MEYIWA stories. We got to hear from different commentaries, whether people that support the state and people that support defense, and why they actually support those different sides. It was really interesting to see some of my faves. I hope you guys spotted me because I spotted myself, child. Anyway, a lot was happening on the media this weekend because of this celebration, right? We had people from TikTok on our TV, we had people from YouTube on our TV. We obviously saw the family, we saw the Khumalo. One thing nobody appreciated was the Zandi interview. One thing I can tell you is that nobody's impressed with Zandi's interview. People are saying that she lacked empathy. She was just cold. I didn't see the interview. I am not going to watch the interview. I mean, what do you guys expect from her? Do you understand who the mastermind is? What did you guys think she was going to do when she gets there? Motivate for her sister to get what? Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. She's obviously going to shift the ball elsewhere. Mara asikalapo, guys, asikalapo. We want to talk about the case. Now, last week we saw Mr. Ngomezulu really sick, and Judge Rata had to adjourn the proceedings early so that he could seek medical attention. He was then booked off for a few more days after that, so there was literally no court proceedings last week. But we were back today, Monday. Brigadier Gininda was back on the stand, and one thing about Brigadier Gininda, guys, I keep telling you about this man and y'all don't take me serious, and look at what happened today. Yeah, just go read the YouTube comments because there is a shift coming in. Look at the YouTube comments during the case and tell me if you're not seeing a different story. Brigadier Gininda is corroborating evidence, Bahlali. Brigadier Gininda is not playing with us. He is saying, this is what I have investigated. And Baloyi says, this is what the witness said about your investigations. And this is what the accused's version is about the investigations. And then Baloyi is directing him back to say, so is it possible that this version by the accused can exist with such evidence? Let's take for an example. Accused number 1 has been represented by 2 people. Firstly, he was represented by Mr. Ramzi. That is before they went into the trial within the trial, and while they were in the trial within the trial, Ramzi asked Ngomezulu to come assist him, and Ngomezulu ended up staying and became accused number 1's permanent representative. During the NATO's system evidence, right, Mr. Ngomezulu, so NATO's system is your traffic fine system, so JMPD system. So during the NATO's evidence, Mr. Ngomezulu gets up and he says his client's version is he traveled all the way from KZN, Bahlali. Imagine what Kibeli N3 was. What? What's an N3? What's Harris Smith? One again, if Oslo, Why Ayakona in the East End? He booked for the test, and then he went back to KZN on the same day, right? And then on the day he was writing, what Gibeli N3 food, where's N3, where's, all the way from KZN. What forget Joe's, and then he wrote his test. Does that make sense? You're gonna travel all the way from KZN just to book and then go back and then come back to write and then go back. It didn't make sense to me at the time. It still does not make sense. But today, however, Advocate Baloy was like to Brigadier Genida, can we please look at the bank statements from accused number 1 and see where was he during the booking of his learners? Where was he? Local is like Hey, every day withdrawals. ATM every day, but Kalimo swiping away. There's not even one transaction in that month that says it was in KZN. Not even one. That is what Brigadier Kininda was doing today. Yeah? He was basically showing us Ramzi Ngomezulu accused 1 Nina Manga Bafan. Ningamakloki. Kanjani. The transactions are saying he's in Joburg. Nina Niti. It does not. What Kininda was doing is, we are saying he was in Joburg. His bank says he was in Joburg. His phone says he was in Joburg. Nina, why Niti he was in KZN? Not only are they talking about the natives evidence, they're also referring to Zungu, Constable Zungu. What is Zungu? Zungu is haunting a lot of people. If you remember carefully, Ramzi, during Zungu's testimony or during the cross-examination of Constable Zungu, Ramzi stands up and says that, my client didn't call you. My client did not say that to you, because Zungu was saying that Muzi called me when things were getting tough now and people wanted to. I called him and I told him what his family was saying, and then he was like, Jonga, I'll speak to them. I'm currently in Mpumalanga, or I will sort things out for you. That's what Zungu was saying, that me and this guy communicated on a regular. We know each other. We have each other's numbers. Siyakhuluma. What did Muzi say via Ramzi? No, there's no such. Give me Sibala Mole. Zuma is saying, but we are related, my brother. We went to the same wedding together, my brother. Remember when you told me you were in Mpumalanga? Ramzi Ari, my client, did not tell you such a thing. Today, if you remember last week, before Ngomezulu got sick, Brigadier Kininda was telling us, was looking into the section 205, accused number 1, right? The same section 205 that accused number 1's attorney has been sitting with since last year. He was like, there are calls between accused 1 and Zungu. But how did Mr. Ngomezulu not know that? Because once that information was put on the record, Mr. Ngomezulu said, I need to consult. I need to speak to accused number 1. To a point where I was like, guys, let me just adjourn for you to consult lunch. Obviously, they didn't come back at lunch because Mr. Ngomezulu ended up getting sick. But what I'm saying is, there is communication between Zungu and accused 1. Accused 1, we say there's no. Section 205, there is communication between Zungu and accused 1. And this communication happened before Zungu's statement. It happened after Zungu's statement, or before Zungu's father's statement and after Zungu's father's statement. Let's talk about the call when accused number 1 was in Mpumalanga, where Zungu said, I called this guy. He said he was not available. He was in Mpumalanga. Ramzi Ari, I've been instructed to tell you Uguti Sozabut, not Mpumalanga. Today, Kininda was going through the section 205s. Ashebile in the towers. For that call, in Israel, Gininda and call it's a Mpumalanga. Basically corroborating Zungu's evidence. La bona credibility ya Zungu is da. Yeah, accused number one, you know, guy. Do we still believe accused number one? Navela our guys, let's have a game guy. Maraluna Balwanelang accused number one. What would be the reason for him to say that he was not in Mpumalanga? He was not talking to Zungu. When the section 205 summer pinkies did it? No, sir. That's a lie. That's a lie. No, Ramsey. That's a lie. No, Ngomezulu. That's a lie. La wala what's halang? Lishading. Yeah? Harilwane wanoka hai empafela re analyze. Empafela re review Antoneta hala today. I can bring Mr. Maniginig. Mara Mr. Minisi can do and I'm talking about again. What is the actual problem, yeah, Mr. Maniginig? Because Mr. Maniginig, you rebisi section 205 rebisi. Rebisi ba ka bona go tsehala. Mr. Maniginig ka just yana higher for section 205 is a high happening. The state needs to make a copy for him or he needs to go and fetch his copies. Why osatla copy go kantolo? Why osile the evidence high? Go chambers is a how? Who Mr. Maniginig? Mr. Maniginig, are you sure you are serious about this? Because, and then he says when he's asked, when Judge Rata has asked, okay, where did you leave your documents? Ari, my lord, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I have. That's if I have. What do you mean that's if you have? So you're not sure if you have these section 205s? La one of the section 205 is it. They have been an issue from the moment we started with them. Because look at Maniginig. Kininda has been talking about the section 205 from his last appearance in court. Why would you not bring it as he continues? Yeah, Mr. Maniginig, I'll be happy going. I get happy. And then when Kininda comes here, when Kininda comes and it's time for cross-examination, cross-examination in 20. I.O. Yeah, a whole brigadier. I get shocked. I get shocked when I'm Mr. Maniginig. And then Mshololo, YouTube. During court proceedings, some more YouTube. YouTube and the YouTube comment tickets on YouTube comments are going to mislead you into thinking who what chase what I get the whole YouTube during Mamela Brigadier Otokana Humu and Totomukana Jong so cool is saying, eh? Otomu cross examiner based on what? Based on the comments that YouTube. Not like YouTube when I is Mamela Brigadier. The Brigadier is here. You've been waiting for him. He's here now. Ngomezulu vuga. Vuga kata vuga. Vuga put vuga. Why is Mr. Ngomezulu sleeping? Hey? Give medication ya mudraga. What's halang? Why is Ngomezulu sleeping baton? Man. Dr. Sibanda di kopa o no re hanyane mo Ngomezulu a tsoe a focus. We so ready for Kininda. Eh? We so baka Kininda mon. Kininda is here. So why always? No. Vuga gata. Vuga gata omkhulu vuga. 375 ilidewe. Ebathembe weni 375. So masuyenza kanje bathini bona? No vuga mntasi. Vuga. Right? Brigadier Kininda is still dealing with accused number. Utlana one by one. Give us accused number 4, but we are all waiting for accused number 4. Oh, they relay accused number 4. You think against accused number 4? Okay, we already know, but like, tell us more. Just like you told us more about Longway, we also want to hear more about Longway. Mara Rafi, by the time Kininda Atowa or by the time it's time for cross-examination, people won't even know where to start. People will not know where to start because he would have covered so much. We've been saying Brigadier Gininda is not bringing new evidence, Mara. Yo. It's the way he's corroborating the information, the way he's corroborating the evidence. Yeah, the way he's painting a clearer picture for us. It's giving. Yeah. I don't know if people are changing or but state are feeling more confident to comment now on YouTube. I'm so proud of you. More of all YouTube comments because wow, you would think the defense is doing so well if you actually follow those comments, but they are quite misleading. Because Brigadier Gininda today, Muzi, hey, is to be wrong. Is to be wrong. Who's accused number 1? Zungu. Never phone Elana. Never please call me. Hey, go in the communication. Who be Mama? But Zungu has already told us this. But you know, we had to corroborate that evidence, and Gininda did that so well. Hey, I'm still looking forward to the case, the defense. I am still looking forward to hearing what the defense is going to say to all these accusations that Baloyi and his team has brought forward. You know what? When Maniginiga today, he needs to go get his section 205. Judge Rata, and that's when they were talking about the call between Zungu and accused number 1. Judge Rata's like, don't you remember him denying? How open the evidence here? No, he denied. Look at the way accused number 1 are denying Zungu getting traumatized. Rata will never forget how these two have never communicated. But today, we learned no, they definitely communicated. And people were saying they communicated after the incident. Helen, when did you think when were they supposed to communicate? Before? And communicate about what? No, they communicated after. So, I feel there's still a lot to do. We are busy with accused 1, and I know we keep moving from accused 1 to 2 to 3 because we've also discussed the photos from the pointing out, which we also discussed the photos from accused 3's phone, but I think he's moving down from 1 to 5, and then he will also touch on each and every accused that is standing there for trial, right? We have a long way to go, but I'm really looking forward to the defense case. I really want to hear what they have to say, because essentially all we are saying is, you guys really have a lot to answer to, because it's hot in the kitchen. Anyway, guys, that is all I have for you today. Let's meet again maybe during the week. If not, then let's definitely meet next week. Brigadier Gininda is still on the stand, and it seems like he has a lot of bumps to drop, y'all. So yeah, stay tuned to that. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for hitting that notification button and sharing my videos with everyone that you know, right? Because that's exactly what you were doing for your girl. Thank you. Yeah. Hi, visual over here. So, love you loads. Bye.